Hey guys, so apparently my last video got cut short and you watched me opening up a box and you never got to see what came out of the box. So I'm gonna go over that again. This is like the morning after. I had a pretty busy night last night, immediately following opening up my packages, and it's early in the morning and I want to get these videos up so you can check them out. But this is what came in that Heritage box that I was opening up. Okay, so it's a 1951 Felix the Cat, and it's let me see if I can find the invoice. I don't see the invoice here. Let me see if it just says on here, it says Toby Press Incorporated, so that's probably the printer that these were sent to, I'm guessing. But of course, you know, they were also there it is. I'm going to just move myself over here for a second. There we go. And make sure I got the invoice so I can explain who the artist is on this. So this is Otto Mesmer. It says Pat Sullivan's Felix the Cat. So I guess Otto Mesmer was ghosting for this Pat Sullivan. Unless Pat Sullivan's just the creator. Not exactly sure, but I thought it was a pretty neat page. Funny animal page. So my first, well, I have a Warner Brothers like Porky Pig page, so I guess you can call that funny animal page. But that's also from like I want to say the 90s. So this is like when this is post Funny Animals, but Felix the Cat, he had a pretty long life, I think, in comics and in animation. So and he looks quite different here than from what I remember. I remember the cartoon that we used to watch on Saturday mornings. I even remember the song pretty well. But yeah, I really like. I just like how it's drawn. I think it's really cute, and the fact that it's from '51, so we're talking, like what is that, a 75-year-old, roughly, well, 73-year-old page. Yeah, that's right. So just cool looking, something new to add to my. And actually, the price was reasonable on that. It was. I went up to a whopping $120 for the hammer price. Okay, since I've already opened these, like I said, I'm just gonna pull the other pages out. I also I won this Hollywood Night Dick Giordano page. Okay, so Hollywood Night was one of the Elseworld stories from. Doesn't have a. Oh, here we go. So the stamp says 2001. So we know that Elseworld stories started out with what is that? Mignola's Batman. I'm trying to remember the name of that one, but and they've got a new series on it coming out right now. But it continued for probably about 10 years or so with DC, and then they kind of dropped it, but then it came back. So they've got they again now they've got the Elseworlds titles. So just this story happens be about Bruce Wayne, but he's an actor, and so it's kind of you see him on set here in his Batman costume, nice close up, in his back here, and he looks like he's talking with I think he's talking with Alfred here. So he still has a butler. Okay, I read this, but I've got to reread it. It's been quite a while since I read this. It's over 20-year-old comic. Okay, but it's Dick Giordano. I love Dick Giordano. I got more Dick Giordano coming to me soon. I remember the Felix song. Felix the cat, a wonderful, wonderful cat. Whenever he gets in and reaches into his bag of tricks, Felix the cat, a wonderful, wonderful cat. So this is my third win. Oh, and by the way, that Dick Giordano page, that was just $75. hammer price. So yeah, reasonable price for a 20-plus-year-old original comic art page by Dick Giordano, one of the greats. Inkers, pencilers too, but also I believe he was art director. I forget exactly what his title was, but he was the big guy for a while there, DC Comics. Then we got this page I got from Phil Hester. Okay, so it's from Flash season 0, number 3, and I really got this mainly just because of that bottom panel. I think that's pretty awesome. Nearly half splash of Flash, and I don't think I have any Flash pages, so I was like, for the price, I was like, I'll take this. Phil, I got a few other Phil Hester pages. I like his style. It's different than everybody else, but you can tell when it's Phil Hester. So I think that helps him. He's still doing quite a bit of work. He was doing Justice League for a while, a few years back. He just did a mini series called something Gotham. So this page, this was a whopping $36 plus the premium. So this, the hammer price was nearly the same price as the premium. So very happy with that purchase too. So again, just to show people that you can get some good buys on Heritage. You don't have to spend a lot of money to enjoy our hobby and get something that you appreciate. Okay, so the third package I had, which you might have seen in the background, I opened that up, and that was actually from Anthony. And Anthony, I won a piece of art on Dueling Dealers this past Wednesday, and he ships really fast, so it's great. So I got this 8.5/11 of done by Jose Luis Garcia Lopez, and it's Commandy. Commandy's I've got quite a few Commandy pages by all different artists, so it's nice to add Jose Luis Garcia Lopez into that bunch. It's a really nice looking page, but it also incorporates the creator. So you see Jack Kirby on his drawing on his artboard in the back. I think that's kind of neat. This is done in looks like some inks and wash. So, and it's all JL, GL, okay? Just kind of nice. And then also, because I had won that, I remember seeing something from my comic art fans notifications that there was I have it under the category Superman, but it's a Superboy page that shows up. And, I kind of figured it would still be there because there's not a heck of a lot of Superboy collectors out there. And it was just earlier in the week. This is a kind of fun page from 1979, Superman Family number 195. This is from 79, as I said, but geez, I'm like I'm forgetting the artist again now. And I've had art from him before, but let's just look at the page a little bit. So I thought this was kind of fun. Kind of reminded me a little bit more of like the Archie stuff I was first reading when I was picking up comic books when I was like, probably like 8 or 10 years old. Because it's Superboy in a classroom, essentially, and a lot of that Archie stuff happened at school. So the gist of the story is that Superboy tells everybody that Clark Kent is Superboy, so he just starts attending school as Superboy. Some really good. Oh, I know Joe Gaella is the anchor on this, and maybe I'll remember the penciler in a little while. But things that stuck out to me is that the teacher here, and I think they're kind of doing a little bit of a riff on that Sister Mary Elephant skit by Cheech and Chong, because she's saying class 3 times, class, class, class. So of course she's not saying what they say in the Cheech and Chong skit, which is shut up. But I think that's where that's coming from. I could be wrong. And then at the end here, at the last panel, and you can see her in a couple of other panels, Lana Lang's here, and she's kind of upset with him because the fact that he told everybody his that Clark Kent was Superboy, and she was the only one that knew previously, so she's got her panties in a bunch. But yeah, I like that page, and also I happen to just throw in another comic, because again, Superboy themed comic, covered by Neil Adams, and it's actually one I don't remember having. So I was like, for $5.99, I'm like, yeah, I'll pick that up. That'll be a fun read. That's almost the same price of a comic these days. It's a Let me see, it's a 12 center, so it's a 50-some-odd-year-old comic, and it's in pretty good shape. So those were my gets for the past about a little over a week. Yeah, about a week and a half. I hope you enjoyed the show. Sorry about the 2-episode break there. I'm not sure what happened, but I'll probably be seeing you soon, because I've got a couple other wins that are coming to me. So I would imagine I'll have another video next week. Take care.